These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hey there, I'm Amelia Fabiano with your top stories on this Saturday from ABC15 Arizona. Developing this morning, a Valley mother demanding justice after police say her now 13-year-old daughter was assaulted while she was babysitting in Mesa. ABC15's Ashley Holden is speaking with that parent as the search for the suspect closes in on 1 year.
It's not something you would ever think would happen to yourself, to your kid.
It's been nearly 1 year since Rebecca received a call she will never forget.
I didn't really know what had happened. She just said I needed to get there right away.
She says her 12-year-old daughter was babysitting at an apartment complex near 75th Place and University in Mesa just before 9 at night when a man came in through a sliding glass door.
He found my daughter, and she did what she had to survive.
The 3 young kids she was watching asleep at the time. Rebecca says she can't explain all the details of what happened since the case is still under investigation.
Did he threaten her?
Yes. He had a knife. He did threaten her. There was some physical things that happened that I can't really go into. We're really fortunate that it didn't go further than it did, that the parents came home when he was there.
That's what stopped all of this.
Yeah.
The suspect able to get away, but we're told the parents that came home were able to help with this sketch.
He was very careful. I think that there may be others before her.
For months, Rebecca talked to neighbors and even tried putting up these silent witness flyers.
I kept finding that a lot of them were torn down, and I started writing on them in Sharpie, saying he's not found.
With February 3rd marking 1 year and still no answers.
I've been really nervous to speak publicly. I've kind of tried to stay back from that, and I feel like we've come to this point where I had to do something.
The family of the now 13-year-old feels confident that someone out there knows something.
To have someone come forward that it leads to something, to finding this person, I think about like being able to tell her that, and sorry, it would mean the world. It would mean so much to her to feel safe again.
ABC15 reached out to Mesa Police about the case. They tell us detectives are following up on leads and tips that have been generated over the past several months, but no suspects have been identified at this time.
I feel like we need it. I feel like she needs that peace.
ABC15 did send Mesa Police follow-up questions from the family. There is a $12,000 reward for information in the case. In Phoenix, I'm Ashley Holden reporting.
The city of Phoenix says around 10 new high-rise apartment buildings will be opening up in the downtown area this year. The buildings will be mixed use, meaning they'll feature apartment units on top, but the ground floors will be home to shops, offices, and restaurants. The city says the goal is to make Phoenix a place you can work, live, and play without really needing to leave.
If you go back 10 years, the residential population in downtown Phoenix wasn't really enough to support the nightlife and the retail that we wanted to see in downtown. So this is really helping with that 18-hour economy that we've been working really hard to see downtown.
The city is also unveiling the new Central Station, the old bus terminal on Van Buren, this year. A mission to rebuild blood supplies following the winter holiday season. Tomorrow is the Vitalant Blood Drive at Tempe Center for the Arts. Fewer people donated blood from Christmas Eve through New Year's Day. So more blood transfusions, though, are expected to be needed this month than any other month of the year. If you donate, you can also get a free voucher for a 10-inch pizza from Streets of New York. Here's what I'm tracking in your most accurate forecast on this first weekend of 2025. Much cooler than yesterday. No record breaking here. We'll hit a high of 72 degrees today at Phoenix Sky Harbor. That's almost 10 degrees cooler than what we saw yesterday. Still above average, though, by over 5 degrees. We're usually around 66. That record high, though, for reference on the state was in the 80s, 83 back in 1927. Other highs across our state today, mid to upper 50s in Prescott, Payson, and Sedona. Kingman, too. Mid 50s in Heber and Show Low. 47 in Flagstaff and 70 out at Lake Havasu. Overnight, as we wake up tomorrow morning, we'll be dropping into the 30s in Sedona and Kingman, teens for Heber, Show Low, and Winslow, and just single digits out at the Grand Canyon tomorrow morning. Our 7-day forecast shows us in a similar weather pattern until Tuesday. We'll see some rain chances start to work their way into the valley and a drop into the upper 60s for the end of next week. For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to abc15.com or download our free ABC15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.